Check the score.
Yes, the born sinner, spiritually now a winner. For 27 years, went through the hazy shade of winter. The sun always shine through my divine mind. And I'm one of the greatest poets of all time. When I rhyme, I make your drums go from numb to fluid. My words are explosive, and they can just do it. Get Nike, Mikey, and Nike. Cause this positive MC can change your whole psyche. When it comes to me flowing, that sure ain't no might be. Lyrically, I'll fight thee or spite thee. Cause all of my rhymes are blessed by the Almighty. Yo, this Coco Beanie collection is way of mental protection. Perfection is the only way to try to travel. So listen to my rugged road as it unravels. Gun barrels, drugstores, all the teeth in the fake friends. Trust me, I will stop the easy spiritually, cause I know the end. For now, I want you to enjoy my song. Cause when revelations comes, my physical is gone. And that's 2 chapters before the final of the storm. And that's 2 chapters before the final of the storm. I'm gone.
Knowledge is Love, episode 13. Some hip hop for y'all. How y'all doing? Let's turn this off the phone. What's going on, everybody? Couple minutes late. I was starving, had to get some food, and I'm trying to see if the Brooklyn Nets will hold on to win Game 3. Got to keep it real. I was going to put on the Brooklyn Nets shirt for you. I predicted the Milwaukee Bucks to win tonight, but Brooklyn to win the series. I just didn't think they're going to sweep. What? They got the ball?
No, it's 84-83 with 9 seconds.
Yeah, Brooklyn's got the ball, right? Down 1.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all don't know. We talking astrology, but we got to talk sports. Come on. Your boy is pro magnum man. So, yes, we are talking tonight. Mars in Leo. Leo the lion. It's at 29 degrees in Cancer. Is going into Leo. Obviously, this new moon in Gemini, right? The eclipse. Yeah, solar eclipse. How are you feeling today? How y'all doing? Who's anybody in there right there?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I was late, 4 minutes late. You know that's not like me. I normally come in on time. But your boy was starving. Did they score?
No.
Okay.
Get 2 seconds.
All right. Brooklyn ball. Who's got the ball? So Pluto in the houses. You know, right now, Pluto's currently in Capricorn. It's in retrograde. America has its Pluto return at 27 degrees next year. Pluto goes into Aquarius, which really officially brings in the age of Aquarius, right, in 2024, I think early. I hope you guys watch my Pluto and Pisces video, 2043 to 2067. Got some interesting comments on it already. All right, from DJ and Kristen Live. No, I think this is messed up again, no?
Is it?
Yeah.
We have 2 people on.
Yeah, okay. Well, you guys comment so I can see the comments or whatever. Don't go clicking, whatever, just wait. But anybody that's in, just say hello so I know the comments are working or whatever. But, you know, Pluto, let's start with Mars and Leo. And of course, like always, your astrology questions. And I know, you know, Knowledge is Love podcast, episode 13. We're going to wait to episode 14 to premiere my young assistant's artwork because he didn't get to finish coloring it in like I promised last time. It's still Gemini season. We're getting ready for the Gemini Cancer cusp, the cusp of magic. Do you believe in magic? And I got some treats coming up. I've got new services. The website's getting updated. I have starting, I think it's going to be on Monday, June 21st, after the summer solstice. My first live interview on Taylor 2 Coaching will be with the amazing Alana Taylor, and we're starting Tailored to You business branding. So she is a business expert. I'll break down her chart, but she's starting a new business and, you know, had a very successful small business doing organic and vegan body skincare stuff. But she's also going to start doing branding. You know, she's my wife, but she's amazing. Then on the 24th, for the full moon, I will be having Tanya Adrina from Wisdom Drops come on. another amazing astrologer. And we'll be talking about the full moon in Capricorn on June 24th. So get ready, yo. Cancer season's going to pop off. It's going to be blue and cream. My channel is going to be popping off. And then I got a slew of people I want to bring on the interview and just talk astrology and other modalities. I got an amazing woman that does human design, Miss Angela Rose. I'm going to be talking to probably Sahir Seven, who did a book about astrology aligned with plants. So much stuff. What happened in Brooklyn? Did they lose?
Yeah.
Uh,
86-83.
Okay, Milwaukee won. I thought they would. But how you guys doing tonight? Doing good?
I just tested it. No one's commented yet.
Okay. Well, if you're on, please just comment so I know it's working or whatever. Oh, you just sent the
Yeah,
text?
no, it's working. Right now.
Oh, okay. All right. So anyway, let's jump into it. So Mars and Leo. Oh, you ready for this energy? So you know Mars rules Aries, the ram, forget the flim flam, and Scorpio, the scorpion, right? So Mars is your action, your willpower, how you initiate, right? Your drive for a man, like a sex drive, like you're assertive, aggressive fighter, warrior, soldier, any energy where you just go and how you attack life. So we talked about it being in home in Aries and Scorpio. So, you know, it is debilitated in Libra and in Taurus, right? Because those are the planets that rule Venus. You get it? But it's exalted in Capricorn, and that's what Alana Taylor has. So it makes her a great business mind, great for branding, and just, you know, a boss lady for business. So you're going to really like that. And you're going to like the new service. She's going to be putting some webinars on the Taylor to You Coaching website, business webinars that you can download and purchase. It's going to be incredible. So that's coming up for the next month on my website with my business, my company, and then also introducing her to you guys for June 21st, that Monday, where I will be, you know, she'll be explaining the business coaching, you know, and you could do that also aligned with a business birth chart by me, which I'm getting ready to do a birth chart for another client coming up soon, finishing up a chart for someone tomorrow and starting another client. And then I got a couple more to go. So it's really great. And I love working with you guys. But Mars and Leo. So Mars is great in Leo. Leo ruled by the sun, kind of like really good friends with Mars, right? Mars is like the sidekick general. Sun, you know, the sun would be like, yo, take care of that. And Mars is like, all right, I'm the general, the fighter, the soldier. I got you, son. So Mars in Leo is extremely driven for creativity, for drama, the arts, music, poetry, rapping, singing, dancing, politics. Okay. Now, some of the famous people with it, because Mars is also that, like, it's that dramatic flair, that action. Well, two of the best ever, Michael Jordan, Beyonce. What else do I need to say? You know what I mean? And then you've got George Clooney, Frank Sinatra, Cher. Oh my God, who are some of the other women? But I mean, just think about that, those people right there. You know what I mean? And you saw it though, because what happens is it's extremely regal, right? The sun, Leo, it's the king and queen. Beyonce just always gives you that regal energy. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, aka Black Jesus, was always regal on the basketball court. Still, brand Jordan is the largest selling sneaker. Okay. Air Jordans, brand Jordan. Michael Jordan hasn't played since like early 2000s, Joe. The owner of the Charlotte Hornets, the greatest NBA player ever. LeBron, Kareem, Bill Russell, Chamberlain, Magic, Kobe, they got to stand, Tim Duncan stand behind MJ. It is what it is. Okay. Mars and Leo. So as a collective in this transit, we're all going to be feeling kind of like we're flexing on people. We're shining like, yo, you was hating on me. You was down on me, and check out my hater chart, $35, right? So it's time for people to kind of walk in their shine. You know, it's a great energy. Mars in itself, when it's in Leo. Anybody else come on?
No.
Okay.
We have 4 people. They haven't said anything.
Okay. You guys say something. I guess you just want to peep me out and listen, but comment, say what's up. Let me know where your Mars is placed, in your birth chart, and also your Pluto. You could say if you're Pluto Scorpio, Sag, you're probably not Pluto Cap, maybe some Pluto Libras, maybe Virgos, but what house is your Pluto in? Okay. So we're just talking about the Mars and Leo, but we're going to get to the Pluto. And I think overall as a collective, with this Gemini season and then heading to Cancer. Now, Mercury's still, in retrograde, right? This is to the 22nd. People are going to really feel alive and vibrant and just like explosive with like their flair and their drama and their style and their performance. We could have some intense political debates. I mean, but hey, that's par for the course. The last since 2000 in this country, it's been kind of really the Clinton years. So really since like 92. We've been so divided ever since Newt Gingrich started all that stuff with Bush the father, right? Herbert Walker. So Mars and Leo is definitely dynamic like that. Okay. And I think anyone that has this placement, they can attest to it, that they love to put their focus and energy towards the arts, towards leading from the heart and creativity, just passion, dynamic, dramatic, extravagant. Okay. Now, when you're talking about Pluto, oh man, Pluto can go anywhere from 12 to like 31, really, I think 32 years in different signs, okay, and different houses. So, because like Pluto in Scorpio was 83 to 95, that's 12 years. Pluto in Virgo went from, I think, 56 to 70, okay, so that's 14 years. Pluto in Aquarius is going to go from 2024 to 2043. 19 years, right? And as you saw in my video today, Pluto in Pisces, 43 to 67. Gosh, 24 years. So, you know what I mean? So it really can vary. It wasn't that long in, was it in Libra? It was in Libra from like the end of 70, really 71 until 83. Pretty short. So, you know what I mean? It just kind of shifts. It's, and then I think it went to Capricorn in 08. So then it was in Sagittarius from 95. Yeah, 95, so it's 5 and 8, 13, 95 to 08. So you're Pluto and Sag, you were born, that time. So Pluto and Capricorn is a big run. That's 16 years, right? 2008 to 2024. So, my 3 younger sons are Pluto and Capricorn. My oldest son's Pluto and Sag. So it's a great generation. Hey, who's that?
Carrie Ann is here. Same with Danny.
Danny, what's up, man? Carrie Ann Lies. You like that Pluto and Pisces? Danny, did you check that out? That might be your future grandkids, Danny. Yeah, I hope you loved your chart and you're just rocking and rolling, man, and just doing it. I think Pluto, though, when you look at it in the house, and Carrie Ann Lies, right? You could tell me.
She said Mars and Sagittarius, 4th house, and Pluto and Virgo, 1st house.
Wow, Pluto and Virgo, 1st house. I want you to share with me really that how Pluto is in the 1st house. I've had different, clients and stuff, but I know people personally with Pluto in the 1st house, and usually, and I've had a bunch of Pluto and Scorpios, but Pluto and Virgo is different, but usually there is major transformations. And I think what you've written to me, I can tell that this has happened for you, and you can let me know if I'm wrong or whatever, that there are a lot of transformations in your life, sort of to your identity, your physical body, maybe your appearance, your look, but even like kind of the energy of your personality, your aura. You go through stuff and then you adjust. Now for Pluto and Virgo, it could be around your thinking, around your health, your physical body, right? Pluto in Virgo is, we're in the same generation, but Pluto in Virgo, and Danny's Pluto in Libra. Pluto in Virgo is a great generation. It brought in acupuncture, JFK, RFK, Malcolm X, MLK, the Black Panthers, acupuncture, vegetarian, vegan, protests, anti-war, civil rights, really the real formation of the unions, getting good rights and labor rights for workers, right? Pluto and Libra brought in more rights for women in 71 and in the early 70s. But Pluto and Virgo is, Vietnam War. I mean, you got so much going on in Pluto and Virgo generation. I think, I'm biased, but I think it's one of the greatest Pluto generations. Now, Pluto in Cancer, right, is considered like the greatest generation. Pluto and Leo, I think they were too much about themselves, too much about the flash, the cash, the stash, too ego-driven, which is why they're not really focused on helping out Pluto and Scorpio right now, which karmically they're supposed to, the fixed to the fixed. Pluto and Virgo, we've got to step up. And remember, Virgo and Scorpio have that axis, right? Because Libra came to divide us, the symbol, the balance, because Virgo and Scorpio were Virgo, the light side, Scorpio, the dark side, but they were like merged together. Libra separated it, what did I say?
The Moon Blue,
Hey, Moon Blue.
said Pluto and Libra first house.
Oh, okay. So you can share with us too. Like that could be very transformative for you over your life. Pluto is in general, right? Think of this. When you're dealing with Pluto, there's a lot of learning to surrender, let go, let God, and to trust, right? Pluto's saying, what do you need to transform? But transformation is really Uranus. It's labeled as transformation in Pluto, but it's really transmutation. Because think of it, it is rules Scorpio. So it's kind of the scorpion then ascending to the phoenix rising through the ashes. Now it's different when it's different generations, but I'm just saying for the example of Scorpio itself, you go through that pain and you ascend and it hurts, right? When we heal and transform and change, but that's how when you get uncomfortable, that's how you get blessed by God. And then you go through that metamorphosis and then you mutate to the eagle ascending and soaring on your highest vibration. So Pluto and Libra has got to transform self-love, not being a passive aggressive, relationships, business, partnerships, right? Not being indecisive. And you'll within the first house, you'll reflect that to others in relationships. So you're going to have to really, that's part of your, Pluto's really your soul psyche. Okay. And really, like ancient astrology, they really consider the moon your breath and your soul. And the sun, it's not really the soul, it's more your spirit. That's what I really feel. I mean, obviously it's ego, personality, vitality, expression, your light force, but it's more like the spirit. I think the Pluto's like the psyche of the soul, and the moon is the soul itself. The moon is, I'm not sure your name, Moon, were they right? Moonbeam, so Moon Blue. So I like that Libra rising. You must be that's a lady, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
But you must, kind of be attractive and have a very symmetrical, face. Libra, but you're harmonious, Even Pluto in Libra, it's not as harsh, I think, as Pluto in Cap or Pluto in Scorpio. It's nice. So what do you guys think about this Mars and Leo energy, and how have you been dealing with this eclipse today? And don't fear these eclipses. Don't fear full moon, just different places, Mercury retrograde. Understand the energy, respect it, but you don't stop living. But go into things knowing that this energy is very fated and karmic. So what you think your new beginning or new intentions are, it can be flipped upside down and be something else. But it doesn't mean that it's negative, and it's on that Sagittarius Gemini axis. So you look in your birth chart and see what houses it's in. So it's telling you the story, right? For the Scorpio rising, it's dealing with finances, money you earn and money from other people. So this can actually turn out to be a really good time for investment, savings, inheritance. I mean, just a lot of stuff, psychological transformations. So one thing that I really love about Leo and Mars, they don't mind shining and flossing. You know what I mean? But like it's in a real regal, healthy way. Like if you guys watch that sports documentary, The Last Dance with Jordan, he's the dude, like the best player ever, but he was playing poker with, the freaking security guard, the janitor, the 12th guy in the team, and he's still trying to win. Because think about it, Mars is that, like, it's that fighter, that soldier, the warrior that's super competitive. So not just for sports, for anything, fifth house. And remember, the fifth house is sports, hobbies, creativity, but speculative gains, business, right? Getting into politics, more political discussions. 11th house is more like being in politics, and the 10th house, right? But, I think this is going to be an interesting energy, and we'll see, how it's going to play out the next, what is it going to be? I haven't checked, but Mars in Leo is going to be, the end of this month, and then probably, I think, all of July. I'd have to double check that. But, I got you. I'll let you know. But you could look it up, right? And just check it out. What did I say? And then when you guys think about the Pluto, pay attention. Mm-hmm. And the Pluto it's also very magnetic, So when it's in the ascendant, you can be very attractive, but people can fear you or be repelled by you. And it's not like, oh, you're disgusting, but just like they don't understand what's oozing out of you energetically. And some people can be intimidated by that, right? Especially like if you're the Scorpio rising with Pluto there. That's like double whammy of Pluto. You know what I mean? You're like crazy magnetic, but you're also very, what's the word? You're mysterious. You're hard to read. And people like to be able to peep that outer mask and appearance and be like, oh, this person's like that. You know what I mean? It's hard when someone's got Pluto on the ascendant or Neptune. You're kind of like, I don't know. What's that? It's different if you got the moon, you're so approachable, Okay, what did I say?
Okay. Moon Blue said, my sun is in Virgo, 11th house, Moon Scorpio, 2nd house, Libra rising.
Moon Scorpio, 2nd house, Libra rising. Sun in Virgo in the 12th house. Wow. I wonder how things are with you and Papa. Papa was not in the picture. And when you have the sun in the 12th house, a lot of times it's not that dad's not around, could be, but sometimes, and you can definitely make money in foreign lands. Foreign, like, doesn't have to be like if you're American, like it's in England or France or whatever, but it could be foreign countries. It can be far away, like way past the 50 miles from where you were born. Like definitely other states. But your father you might feel like your father just never got you. Like there was just this disconnection or, misunderstanding between the two of you. Doesn't mean that dad doesn't love you and you don't love dad, but sun in the 12th house, it can definitely represent that, I mean, I'd have to see the whole chart, but that's one thing that that Scorpio moon in the 2nd house. Woo! It can be very, very intense and emotional about your money and how you make it. could be magical, like a healer. People can offer you some dinero for the love. So it's very interesting placement. But one thing I like about Pluto, when you go through the houses, you can see what your process is in each house. Does that make sense? Like what power dynamic you're dealing with, what obsessions you could have, what manipulation or control you can deal with or even face from others. Because Pluto energy also can get reflected back to you. It's not just, it's karmic. It's, probably multidimensional, but it's very secretive and vague too. You know what I mean? So, but you can put that out and then attract it. It can it's reciprocal in that sense. So like in the fourth house, you could be this, magnetic, super powerful, transformative healer, realtor, architect, all these different things, psychic, but there can be some real control and power dynamics with mom, maybe even grandma, maybe you had to switch schools in middle school. You got kicked out of school, I've seen Pluto in the fourth house play out in a multitude of ways. A lot of times, a lot of issues with mom, especially if you got the moon there. Wow. So, any other comments about Mars and Leo or Pluto stuff?
I'm gonna go up because I think I missed somebody. Abraham Robson.
What's up, Abraham?
He said Pluto and Scorpio brought in OnlyFans.
Bro, what?
Brought in OnlyFans.
Oh, brought in OnlyFans. Yeah. No. But you got a dope chart, bro. I mean, Abraham is. I'm waiting for. I still need you to hit me over to a new track or whatever. I'm getting ready to send something to you. I gotta spit. I'm just so busy working on charts for clients and doing my coaching, and still trying to design my course. I gotta find time to finish that. I'm going to try to, hopefully do 9 weeks, maybe, August, September. And it's intro to basic astrology, just the foundation, 2 weeks houses, 2 weeks signs, 2 weeks planets, and, getting into quizzes, homework. I really want you to master it. So I think the 9 weeks is good because then we can talk about some medical astrology and, have kind of like a week or two of really reading your own chart and practicing on other charts, whether it's your other classmates or, do some charts of famous people or, just charts that I have. So that way you're really learning how to apply because you need to know house rulership. Are Taurus rising. Venus is your chart ruler, right? And then when you go to each house, so if you got Taurus, right, the second house, Gemini, Mercury is the house ruler of the second house, right? Even though, it's like the house of Taurus of Venus, well, you got Gemini in the second house, you're Taurus rising, Mercury is ruling that house, okay? And so you need to then look at, well, where's Mercury in the chart? And then it's telling you more detailed information about that second house of your value, self-worth, money. Does that make sense? So I really want, because when you learn stuff just on YouTube or just Googling on the internet, you get a lot of misinformation. People mess up talking about Chiron and Lilith. And I'll talk about some of that stuff in the class as well. We'll get into at least Lilith, Chiron, Juno, and part of fortune. It might be too much to get into Pallas, Vertex, and Vesta. Even though my chart readings, I do that. A lot of astrologers don't. In my chart readings, I give you, on Abraham could tell you the asteroids, because I want you to understand it because they can be important. You're dealing with problem solving. You're dealing with idealizing a partner, things you concentrate on, you focus on, like, these asteroids But really, Juno, part of fortune, and Chiron, muy, muy importante. Okay. Now, what are we saying?
Not much more.
Yeah, and Abraham, your Pluto is, it's magnetic, MC. Yeah, I hope you're, making some more music, man. I like the energy and the flow, and let me know that track I sent you, how that's going. If you spit anything on that, I want to hear it. So any specific questions you guys want to ask about Mars and Leo or Mars energy in general, Pluto energy? Let's jump into it. I want you to understand what's happening now until 2024. Pluto in Capricorn, and it's America's return. You're going to see a great shift next year. And we've already been seeing it, right? With the structures, the systems of America, right? It's lifting up the veils. Pluto is bringing out the secrets, right? That was the Me Too movement. That was revealing things about the government, the insurrection, like all these different things. Pluto in Capricorn is going to continue to do that. And I think it's also going to kind of create and we've already gone through it, but like a new America. We're realizing the infrastructure is broken, the medical system is broken, the government's broken, the financial structure is broken, the one percenters, the have-nots. And so Pluto in Aquarius, which will really bring in the age of Aquarius, hopefully it's not just the transition and the illusion of some leveling out and freedoms, but hopefully it doesn't just become science is the new God. Hopefully it becomes everybody gets a slice of pizza and a Snapple, and then we kind of elevate. We learn the truth about aliens. We really kind of get to a place where we are using our intelligent minds. My problem is, remember, Aquarius has got a God complex sometimes, and it's fixed air. It's very much about friends and a humanitarian, but it can be as cold as ice. It's not so emotional. It's very direct. It's more stubborn. It's more aloof, arrogant, freaky, So Pluto and Aquarius is going to be better, but challenging. Who's that? What they say?
Mad Gaming's here.
What up, Matt Gaming? How you doing, man? Talk to us about your Pluto, your Mars, and what do you think about this energy? Hopefully the eclipse has done you okay. Mercury in retrograde. Mercury in retrograde, you guys bodied me. Now, we've talked about this for the last two, mainly the last episode, but when you have Mercury in your natal birth chart and it's in retrograde, it normally, when it goes retrograde a couple of times a year, it normally doesn't bother you. Never really bothers me. But this time, the way it was magnified with the, solar and then lunar eclipse, this last, the May 6th to the June 10th, I went through 12, 13 days, like barely being able to do work for my clients and being able to work on charts, but not record my videos and stuff. And read the description in the Pluto and Pisces, and I'm going to put a video out. But my services are changing as of July 1st. I'm already started doing the little hater mini birth chart for $35. I'm starting the live readings, $55 for 30 minutes, MP3, and we can meet on the phone or Zoom, however you want to do it. And then $105 for 60 minutes. So it'll be all audio, no written. I will keep the written report with no custom video summary for the 150 or 175, I think. And then for the full shebang that I do now for 150, and Abraham will tell you, it's like too much work. I'm just giving away for free. And so I have to raise my prices because it's giving birth. I'm making mini movies of your life. So the 40 to 50 minute custom video summary and full 12 house report with videos and written. And most astrologers don't give you written reports. That's going to be $250. So it'll be really something special if you want it. Okay. But I'll still be doing affordable chart readings, for the 55, the, 105, even the, the 175 or whatever. And then I've got all, the big four astrology, which is the big three, sun, moon, and rising, and north node, and part of fortune for $75. That's a great deal. Because when you learn those, you kind of, plus, of course, I put in K2, the south node for you. But it's very informative because you're learning the main pillars of astrology. It's really the big four. People say the big three, but that north node. Hope you guys enjoy my north node series. Let me know if you like that. And Pluto series. Do you guys want to see me go to the future with Pluto Aries and Pluto Taurus? Now, remember, Pluto Taurus, that starts in 2093. I don't even think they have when it's going to end. So I'm thinking it could be like, 2110. It could be 17 years. It could be 14, so 2104. I mean, I won't be here. I think I'll be here though for Pluto and Pisces. Well, I know I'll be here. I ain't going nowhere. So, what else you guys saying here?
We got a little bit. Carrie Ann said Mars will be transiting my moon in Leo at 6 or 7 degrees in my 12th house. Should be interesting.
Yeah, you got that Leo moon. I hope you and mom don't beef. And, you could just have some intense emotions. So don't be clapping back on people on social media. It'd be nice. Or, close family members, your boyfriend, whatever, it'd be nice. Okay. That Mars transiting the moon, it can be intense. Sometimes also, when you have that, sometimes your mom can get sick and go through stuff. Mars is tough. It's a malefic. And don't forget the sun, you guys, is like a mild malefic. It burns and like shines a brightness on a house that like you can't sometimes see things clearly in the house. The sun there's high and low vibrations of it, and when your Mars is in Leo, for an example, you need to see where your sun is at. If your Mars is in Cancer, you need to see where your moon's at. Is it in positive or negative dignity? You know what I mean? So, right, if your sun is in Aquarius, it's debilitated. Right? If it's in Libra, it falls because it's exalted in Aries, and in Aquarius, it's debilitated. Or bless you, detriment. Same thing. You know what I mean? So understand that kind of like when you have Mars or Venus or different planets in Cancer or Leo, you want to look at the energy of the sun and the moon. Capiche? That's why astrology is so deep, so complex, so interesting, right? I'm still always studying and taking classes with my astrology teachers and gurus because like right now I'm starting to get ready to learn about declinations and perfections, annual perfections, stuff like that. I don't know it, and that's the thing. I don't think any astrologer can say they've mastered everything. If they do, they could be, because you just don't know what you can see in a chart. I got a chart coming up that I got to work on where I have a client that's got, I think, 7 planets in one sign. I've seen, I think, 6. I have a bunch myself in Virgo. But like, I think it was like 6 or 7. And I'm not talking asteroid. I'm talking like actual planets. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, like Pluto, Neptune, Capricorn. I was like, what? Neptune, Uranus, like that stuff is wild. So what are they saying? And how many people on now?
We have 10.
Okay.
And 8 likes. Okay.
All right. So, how you guys doing? It just came on. Thank you. Welcome. Episode 13. You can talk about Mars and Leo, your Pluto, what house it's in. You can tell me what sign, what generation you're in, and ask me questions.
There's been a lot so far, so we gotta catch up. Mad Gaming said Pluto and Scorpio, first house, Scorpio rising.
Mm-hmm. No, I remember Mad Gaming.
Do you know anything about Venus conjunct Pluto?
Yeah. Yeah. It can be that's Matt Gaming
Yeah.
asking it. You know, you have to think about, and this is in Scorpio in your first house. Ooh, yeah.
Mike just got here as well.
Mike,
Mike Rihanna.
huh?
Mike Rihanna.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mike. Is this Mike that's been on before? Or?
Yeah, remember on Big Eyes, I think? Yeah.
What's up, Mike? How you doing? Matt Gaiman and Mike, were they both Scorpio? I know, but Matt Gaiman. So anyway, yeah. So I mean, Pluto is how, and it depends on how close the conjunction is. I don't like to go past. It wouldn't go past 10 degrees. You're doing Pluto Venus, you want it to be like 0 to 5, 0 to 6, maybe. I mean, if it's within 10, think of the conjunction. And remember, conjunctions are not always positive. The trine is always like positive. But squares and oppositions, sometimes they become positive because you have to work at it and it forces a change, right? The sextile, it's like a irritating poking. Hey, look at me, so that can be good or bad. And the conjunction can be very good, but there's times where, two planets are not, so yeah, Pluto and Venus, then no bueno, right? But there can be a lot of changes and crises and trauma and pain around your love language, your love life, how people treat you. Because you got to understand, Venus for a man, though, is like the women. So you could have these very Pluto type women that are coming to you that are over about like Matt Gaming trying to get in your wallet, right? Flirting and stuff. Oh, you want to spend some money on me, Matt Gaming? You know what I mean? But then this can also be very heavy for your seventh house. Like, what do you have in Taurus? Because Venus, right? So you look at the axis of your seventh and 12th house. But understand, Venus is also going to be, so you're going to be like a handsome gentleman, right? With the Venus in the first house, and it makes ladies attractive, makes the men, pretty, easy on the eyes for the ladies and handsome. So you'd be extremely magnetic. But sometimes if it's the Pluto with the Venus, you might not know if people like you for you. They could find you attractive, but it could be for your money, for your mystery. There can be like a lot of lust, pleasure. Okay. It's a heavy placement, but I relate Scorpio and I got the Venus on the ascendant. So, Venus is it's good for men to have, especially Venus is Scorpio. And Venus is Scorpio, though, women can just, idealize you and find you very sexy and attractive, and you might not even realize it. I can remember being younger and I didn't see certain things. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, you're feeling me. Oh, I didn't know. Do you know what I mean? And it's hard, when you're young, you don't see yourself a certain way like that, So go ahead with other questions. Especially any new people.
Gorilla Mafia.
What's up, Gorilla Mafia?
Virgo Moon, 10th house.
Virgo Moon, 10th house. What's up with your Mars and your Pluto, though, bruh? Virgo Moon, 10th house. I like that, though.
Wait, let me go up. I think he said something earlier.
Okay.
Pluto, Scorpio, and 12th house. Saggy rising.
Wow. Pluto, Scorpio, 12th house. Yo, so, okay. Do you work in the medical field, Gorilla Mafia? If you don't, man, you could be a stupid healer. Like, crazy healing ability. Okay? You can be very empathic, maybe psychic. You got to keep a dream book. Tap into that subconscious mind. But you can literally be like the greatest nurse or naturopathic healer, acupuncturist, chiropractor, intuitive healer. You know what I mean? Because that moon, or you could also be a crazy accountant, financial analyst. You know what I mean? Because that 12th house, you could have the foreign business exchange stuff popping off. import, export. That's, you know, and you like to explore and travel, the Scorpio rising, but that Pluto, Scorpio, I mean, that moon, wow. Where's your sun? You didn't tell you the sun sign? Who else?
We got
Gorilla. I like that.
Brown, B Brown, Pluto,
Pluto.
Pluto, Virgo in the 9th house, 21 degrees.
Okay. What up, B Brown? Welcome. I don't think we had you on the lives before. I'm Eric Taylor. Nice to meet you. Shake your hand. Fist bump. B Brown, man or woman? Pluto, Virgo, 9th house. Wow. Yeah, I know what's going on. You've gone through a lot. You've changed a lot. You're a grown up like me. Are you a recovering Catholic? Let me know. Woman. Okay. You're a recovering Catholic, or you changed your beliefs. You know, there might be a story for you to tell. You know what I mean? Remember, the 9th house is publishing. So that Pluto and Virgo, and it's 21 degrees, it's very Jupiterian. Okay. So just understand, like, you know, when you have, and especially because the Pluto rules the 8th house and you're dealing with that 9th house energy of your sort of master's, PhD, higher learning, foreign travel, your wisdom, your father's teachings, right? Dealing with gurus and shamans. Pluto, it's saying, like, what are you changing? What are you transforming? Right? What's the power dynamic? What is your belief system, your philosophies? You could be very, very deep spiritual. And maybe you're a professor. Maybe you teach ancient history. Could be a history professor, a religious guru, master, you know what I mean? Pluto in Virgo is, you're kind of a humanitarian. And when it's in the 9th house, you could even have a spouse from a different background, you know, different cultural, religious, ethnic background. You know, I'd like to see your sun and I know your rising is what? Capricorn, with the Virgo in the 9th house. So that's dope. You're not going to always have the perfect white picket fence, though. You kind of have to learn to bring out that Sagittarius 12th house spirit of big picture, of adventure, of travel, of freedom. Do you know what I mean? You can't control everything, you know? And don't be so tough on yourself. None of us are perfect. We all fall short of the glory, okay? But you got a deep story to tell. Anybody with us? What's popping off? What's popping?
Let's see. She said, I'm accounting, looking to change my career. Yes, humanitarian.
Yeah, accounting.
But April, there's a new person. Indigo.
Hey, Indigo. Indigo what?
Indigo, KBH, not sure what that stands for. Pluto, first house.
Pluto, first house, but what's the sign?
I don't know.
What's your rising sign?
Pluto, first house.
What's up, Indigo? How you doing? Is that a lady?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So let us know your gender, your sun, your rising. You can tell us the big three, your moon, whatever, but that's cool. But yeah, Pluto in the first house, you know, of course it matters what sign, but you can tell us some of your, you know, crazy magnetic, you know. But just understand, you know, whatever Pluto generation you are, it is really the soul psyche. So it's sort of like, what do you karmically here? Think of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, those outer planets, of kind of like this past life assignment and mission that you've got to figure out to sort of escape through the Saturnian bubble matrix, through the midheaven, through the North Node, through your Jupiter, through and kind of take those outer planets and learn deep lessons. The Uranus is saying, what sign and house do you need to handle the sudden events, but to seek freedom, for your soul to seek liberation, to be weird, unique, bizarre, the black sheep, the rebel. But your soul wants to be let free. In 11th house, you've got to break through social networks and friends and groups, rearrange them, flip them upside down, change them. You know what I mean? The 5th house with their art and creativity. You know what I mean? Like think of, if you guys know from the Sugar Cubes, the artist Bjork. I could see Bjork. I don't know this. I'm just giving you an example of how it could play out. I could see Bjork having Uranus, or Old Dirty Bastard for Wu-Tang having Uranus in the 5th house. That's that type of artist or person, right? That Uranus wants you to liberate and change. You know, people that are like crazy left field. That when you see them, you're like, what? Like that's how Big Baby Jesus, Old Dirty Bastard? Wu-Tang is for the children. ODB, if y'all don't know or don't like hip hop, go listen to Old Dirty Bastard's first album. Wu-Tang was no joke, but ODB, rest in soul, my brother. Rest in peace. But yo, that was okay. What did I say?
Indigo, Pluto, 1st house, Virgo, Moon, 11th house, Leo, Sun, 10th house. Cancer.
My private dancer. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. You got kind of some energy and support from both parents. That Pluto and Virgo, huh? Yeah, you are a humanitarian. You got an interesting chart. You should hit me up to get a chart reading, especially before July 1st when my prices go up. Because what you can get now will blow your mind. Ask Abraham. Ask Danny. I really, and I'm not, I'm very humble. I'm not bragging, but I just like to put in work for y'all. But I got to raise the prices. But other astrologers are not going to give you all that I give you, because it's like you're getting a triple entendre, right? Forget the double, because you're getting the full 12 house written report, videos for you to watch. So you learn and master it, right? You're like, oh, what did Eric say about having Mars in the 6th house? In Libra, what does that mean? And in 2050, 2030, you can watch the video and read the report. I've had birth chart readings from other astrologers, and they were good and informative. And, some gave me, up to 2026, but I was left wanting more. I try to give you a full meal, but so that you can master the energy, so you can live on your highest vibration, because that helps us all, the collective, and then I have, if you want to do a deeper dive, astrological life coaching, after you get your birth chart done, $225, we meet on Zoom 4 weeks, breaking down 3 houses at a week, right, for 60 minutes. And really, I'm teaching you how to live and exist and with the flow and energy and manifest through your birth chart. It's a game changer. I just finished doing that with a young lady, and she loved it. That she got a reading from me almost a year ago, and then came back later and did that, and it blew her mind. She's about to give me a nice, dope testimonial. So I just I love you guys, and I want you guys to be the best versions of yourself, the best B Brown, the best Matt Gaming, the best Danny, the best Abraham, the best, all of you. You know what I'm saying? What's popping off here?
Gorilla Mafia, how much for Synastry report?
The best gorilla. Go. It's 150 right now. I think July 1st is going to go up to 175, but it's 150. So you get, it's good. You get you and your partner, I break down the conversation between your planets. So you get a written report with videos, and then we can meet on Zoom, FaceTime, whatever you want to do, for about 30 minutes. And you and your partner, or if it's just you, however you want to do it, can ask me questions. So you kind of get how your Mars is affecting their moon, how your Mercury is, opposite their Venus, because any 2 people can work together. you just want to be on your highest vibration, but you could be irritating your partner, hurting their feelings because their past pains and traumas through Pluto and Chiron, whatever, right? And you're doing something and you don't even know consciously that you're doing it. So it's really great because, and I just had one of my couples. I've done a decent amount of Synastry reports, but I got one couple that just got married, and that makes me feel dope. You know what I mean? Because I was a part of letting them understand how this relationship could go the distance. I'm all about marriage and love. I've been married almost 13 years, and I'm old school in that sense. And I don't hate on people that like just, oh, that's my partner, and they don't want to get married or whatever. But I mean, you do get tax breaks, but it's it's really a good thing. You hit me up at taylor2coaching@gmail.com. It's 150, and I know you'll love it. I know you'll love it. So Gorilla Mafia, hit me up. And all right, what's going on? Oh my God.
Yeah, we got a little bit. Brown said yes, thank you, brother. And Indigo said, what does Venus in 11th house say about my love life?
Well, but is Indigo a woman or a man?
They haven't said yet.
Okay, Indigo, you got to tell me your gender because that tells me more of the story. And I'd have to see your whole chart, but in general, and you could even get like a mini relationship chart. But I would tell you in general, Venus in the 11th house is, you, and what sign too. You got to give me more, but you want friends first. Do you know what I mean? Now you can also get in relationship with people that are friends.
He's a man.
Okay, man. So, okay, the ladies, yeah. But what's the sign? Indigo. So, but like you want to look at the Juno too in the 7th house. Tell me what sign it is in the 11th house. That helps.
Venus and Leo.
Venus and Leo. Okay. So.
Well, that's funny. Gorilla Mafia said, how about Venus and Leo in the 9th house?
Okay. So Venus and Leo in the 11th house, right? So you're the Libra rising, right? So there's a little connection to the Aries energy. You might like fiery women that are assertive and outgoing, but at the same time, it's better if they're a friend first. I would want to look at your Juno and stuff like that, but you know what I mean? But they could be people that are part of your professional social network, people that you might volunteer with, people that you meet online, Clubhouse, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook groups, organizations. Let's say you volunteer a nonprofit or a Habitat for Humanity, or you're feeding homeless people, whatever, you know what I mean? You can meet someone that is, appealing to you, someone that's a leader and creative and dynamic, but someone that can help you shine too, and has that sort of Venus and Leo is a like, look at me type of, lady. So, you like sassy, sexy girls, with the jewels and stuff, brightness, bright colors, and, curvy. You know what I mean? But friends first would be good for you. I mean, that's good for anybody, but specifically for you, 11th house, friends first would be good. Okay. Now, who else? Was Gorilla asking about Venus in 9th house?
Yeah, he said, how about Venus and Leo, 9th house male?
I mean, you'd have to tell me, what your culture or your background is, but you're gonna like an intelligent woman with strong beliefs, passionate, maybe from a different ethnic background than you. Okay, something spicy. You could be Black or Caucasian. You might want a Latina mommy. You know what I mean? But definitely someone with like flavor, someone who's educated, intelligent, but someone who might be a good writer, just a good storyteller, like kind of, I don't say like a preacher, but someone that you like how they dispense language, and there's a mental stimulation there. You know what I mean? But you can meet a woman in a foreign land. And when you think of ninth house, just so you know, it could just be 50 miles away. It's not like you're American and you got to meet a woman in Japan. You could be from New York and you meet a girl in North Kakalaka, in Charlotte. Meet a girl in Florida. You go spring break, South Beach. You meet a Cuban mommy and you're like, oh God, I'm moving. You know what I'm saying? I know when I went to South Beach and I was single back in the days. Oh my gosh. Dangerous. Can't go down to South Beach if you're married. Not gonna be able to do it. Remember Double X Posse? Do you know that? Can we do it? Not gonna be able to do it. It's my cousin's friends. I was actually almost gonna be in that video, but So go ahead. What else? Who else we got on here? Anybody else new? Any other questions? Thank you guys for rocking with me.
Moon Blue.
Moon Blue.
I'm a woman. I don't know if she already said that. I'm a woman, Venus and Leo, 10th house. What's that say? I attract a lot of Leo men, but I prefer Taurus or Capricorn men.
Venus and Leo in the 10th house. So you are the Scorpio rising. Taurus men are good for you in that 7th house. You'd have to tell me where your where your Gino is. Who's your Gino? What's your Juno? But for you as a woman, don't tell me your Venus. What's your Jupiter? Your Mars. That's the type of guy you're attracted to. The Jupiter represents the husband. The Mars is the type of guy you're kind of like, oh, look at that dude. You like that swag. You know what I mean? But Venus and Leo in your career, your workplace, in the public eye, you are dynamic, extravagant, artsy, colorful, bright. You just got flavor. Guys are checking you out. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that it would be like a Leo type guy for you. Okay. So, but I'm going to get ready to bounce soon. Any more Pluto or Mars questions? And so what did she say? Did she answer that?
Yes. She said, wait, let me move the mouse real quick. Scorpio, Jupiter, and Mars. I'm attracted to Scorpio, but I would never trust them.
No, don't say never. I mean, like, I know Scorpios get a bad rap, but you got to look at it like this. Jupiter and Scorpio. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be Scorpio sun sign. What if you met a Taurus man with a Scorpio moon? Or a Scorpio rising with a Taurus moon and I don't know, whatever your Juno sign is, sun, maybe Gemini, Cancer, sun. You know what I mean? So you have to look at the energy differently. Sun signs can steer you wrong for relationships. You need to know the whole chart. You really do, just so you know. Okay, a little FYI. So you know what I mean? It's really, it's so complex. And it's important, to look. The 5th house is like dating, romance, soulmate, twin flame, fun sex. 7th house is the marriage partner. The 8th house is sort of the relationship after the marriage, right? The merging of the souls, the money, the bedroom, everything, right? The 9th house, if you got divorced, the 9th house is the second marriage. 11th house, third marriage. 1st house, 4th marriage. I think a true barrymore, So it's that detailed, you guys, okay? And like always, I'm telling you, hit me up, tailored2coaching@gmail.com. Book your services with me directly. Just hit me an email. I'll have you answer some questions so we can get to the nitty gritty, Right now I'm booked out until, I don't know, I'm kind of ahead of schedule, but right now I still got a couple more charts I got to bang out. So I'm probably, booked out until the 23rd or 24th. Just depending. I gotta finish up a couple charts. But let me run. I gotta get ready to bounce. Young fella gotta get ready for camp and a little school in the morning and all that good stuff. Any other last little questions or comments before we go?
What about Gorilla Mafia said? What do you think about 2 Virgo moons in a relationship?
Ooh, well, you have to see the whole chart, but 2 Virgo moons, I don't think it's a banging of the heads. It's 2 people that can be in, great service. But it could be 2 people that are very critical of each other and of life and of self. The Virgo moon, you have to take the time to really focus on self-love. It's a great moon, very much of service. And you never answered me about that, about your healing. You could be a great healer, and work in the medical field and stuff like that, or the accounting and stuff like that. But just understand, what did they just say? But just understand that's not a bad combination. Virgo moon's really good with Taurus moon, Scorpio, Cancer moon. But 2 Virgo moons is not terrible. You want to look at, the Venus, Mars, Jupiter situation. But, the one thing that I like about 2 Virgo moons together is that they're willing to sort of get their hands dirty and work together for a greater cause, to be humanitarians, to be a nonprofit together. Do you know what I mean? And that would be really nice. So.
He said he's a truck driver. LOL.
Oh, truck driver. Okay, but you could be a truck driver by day, and by night, lay them hands on somebody. You might be the truck driver that becomes the great masseuse. That's why you got to get your chart done. Don't ever doubt that you're not a finished work yet. You're really not. And your hobby, 5th house, your side hustle, can become more lucrative than your day job. And it might just take a little bit of effort. You got to look at your North Node, your midheaven. And I'm not knocking truck drivers. I know some truck drivers, but you might have some other calling on your life. Just be aware of that. Think of that. You know what I mean? Because your energy is, I can see the truck driving, especially that 12, what was it, your 12th house again? I forgot. But yeah, because the truck driving.
You said North Node, Aries, 5th house.
Yeah, well, you like to be on the go. North Node, Aries, 5th house. You can be good at sports and gambling too. But you like adventure. You like to be on a move. You don't like to be told no. But that's a good creative energy. You could start your own business. So do the trucking, and then all of a sudden, you're doing some, something deep on the side. But yeah. Hey, my information. Hit me up.
Indigo has one last question, I think.
Okay.
What about 2 Cancer suns in a relationship? Too much water?
No, not necessarily. Because remember, Cancer sun, you could be Cancer sun in the 5th house, and your partner could be Cancer sun in the 11th house, and it could work together. Or, you know what I mean? So that's why, like, when you meet like 2 Cancers and they're like so different, and you're like, I don't get that. Well, it's because what house is it in? Because the house gives you the flavor and tells the story behind that sun sign. Do you know what I mean? I'm a Virgo sun in the 11th house. Very different from my Virgo friend with his sun in the 2nd house, right? Or Virgo sun in the 9th house. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you want to learn the whole shebang. It is so detailed and complex. But y'all, let me bounce up out of here. And I'll be back this weekend. I'm trying to do 2 lives a week. And then I told you my schedule for the 21st and 24th. I got some great interviews coming, so check it out. But yeah, episode 14, and young Soj over here is going to show you some of his artwork. He does great anime drawings and stuff like that. He's very talented. So hopefully, I think we'll try to rock on Saturday night. I got to, see some of that Brooklyn Net game, NBA playoffs or so, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this has been fun. Thank you guys. I appreciate all you new guys coming on. Keep rocking, subscribe, ring the bell. Hopefully you already have, and I love helping you guys, giving you some insight, some knowledge, kicking that knowledge. But also just vibrate high, don't be so tough on yourselves. Give yourself grace and mercy. Drink your distilled water. Take care of your health. You know what I mean? And just vibrate high, man, and just lead from that heart chakra. All right. And God bless you guys. I wish you all the best. And what else you guys? You're saying goodbye?
Yep.
All right. Good night. Goodbye. And I'll check you hopefully Saturday night. Could be Sunday, but probably Saturday night. All right. I'll post it up there an hour or two before or whatever, let you know the topic and stuff. But all right. Eric Taylor, Taylor G Coaching. Now just love.
Okay.